Boom. Kick it off, bro. What are we doing today?
Welcome to the Breadwinners podcast. No baking, only money making. Although I make a mean banana bread loaf. My name is Jawad Kareem. I think I'm the newest or one of the newest members here at the We Partners HQ in Plano, Texas,
The
with
place
the
to
big
be,
homie
man.
Brandon.
What up, what up? Brandon Scribner, located local to Dallas, Texas. You might know me off Scribner DFW. If you're checking in for the first time, because you are, this is our first podcast episode we're doing. So stay tuned. We got a bunch of fun packed action questions to give y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to ask you something, man.
What's up?
Because you're from Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
You built your real estate business there.
Yep.
Migrating basically down south. What pushed you to do that, and how the heck are you doing it? Because that is a big move, man. Like taking all your roots and planting them somewhere else after you already established something, man. Like that's pretty big. So what drove you to do that?
Unscripted. It's I think it's on my either on my Instagram or my LinkedIn somewhere. Faith, family, and freedom. So I think a big eye opener is being a father of young kids, realizing that the soil down here was ideal for raising a family, understanding that we were in an environment that rewarded that and appreciated that and welcomed that and fostered that. But then to take that to the next level, the analogy I give a lot of people is if it was the early 90s before the dot-com boom and you could just take a bag of money and move to the West Coast, would you do it?
Yeah.
And watching the migration pattern, I think it was 21 or 22 where the largest increase, not only in population was Dallas, but the headquarters.
Yeah.
Toyota setting up HQ down here, JP Morgan Chase, Liberty Mutual. So I'm over here just watching the migration pattern, and I'm in Seattle and I'm seeing companies leaving the West Coast, Midwest companies moving south. Moving never really daunted me. I was born in Ohio. I grew up in the Middle East for a long time, moved back to Ohio, then moved to Seattle. So I've kind of been a nomad in that sense. So I think it allowed me the opportunity to say, I know how to move and meet new people and build a network quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put my money where my mouth is. And I moved down here. It was daunting. I knew one family. They live in Saxe, two families. One in Saxe, one in Wiley. Didn't know anybody else. No business. But I knew that I was coming to an area where the soil was ready to cultivate.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the inspiration. And it's been great ever since. I'm grateful for it. And, I always say that usually you deal with 6 degrees of separation. I feel like in Dallas, it's 3 degrees of separation. I'll meet somebody that knows somebody. I have childhood friends I hadn't spoken to for 20 years that I grew up in Saudi Arabia with.
Yeah.
That I met in McKinney, Texas. Unintentionally, unplanned. But yeah, so that's kind of been my journey. Now, you say you're from Dallas.
Yes, sir.
That makes you about as rare as a unicorn. So tell me what it's been like watching this whole place blow up.
Dude, it's been cool to say the least, right? Just watching older areas get redeveloped, I guess you would say, just more people coming in here, more cultures coming here. I would say Dallas is pretty multicultural itself, dude. We have all sorts of pockets, right?
Yep.
So it's just nice to see more people move in, and just everyone likes nicer things. So you see the newer homes, new retail development, the new corporations you're talking about. It's been cool to see, but also keep in mind, I live here. I've been here. It's kind of blends in. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a hard question to ask, but I think you're right on the money. Like all the corporations are moving here, and they say all the time, follow the money, right? So if big money is coming here, there's a reason why they're coming here, and not just because we have cool people. We got the Dallas Cowboys, whatever you feel on it, right? Like it's a nice place, team. Man. Yeah, America's team, dude.
We'll take it. So what's interesting is, and I had this discussion with somebody recently who went through a tough situation with a client who had moved here. They got reloaded because of return to office, which I think has been a common story over the last couple of years. Yeah. And I feel like we've kind of shaken, the hedges off of that. But I'm curious to know from your perspective, because I hear like these urban legends where, 10 years ago, Custer Road was a 2-lane road with a stoplight and 121 didn't exist. And, civilization ended in Addison and Highland Park. So that's beyond my years. And Plano and Allen were like the first frontiers, right? Or the final frontiers, I should say. Now you've got a lot of, and no shade, but you got some viral YouTubers and grammars that are like live 15 minutes from Texas and it's like Forney, or 15 minutes from Dallas, easy commute distance, and it's like 45 minutes on a good day with no traffic. How relevant do you feel like that is when it comes to you guiding clients moving to the area? How do you myth bust that? Because I think both of us live about halfway up to Oklahoma. We're not in the city, and it's a calculated decision when you do that. And I tell my clients that too, but I think a lot of times they get this bait and switch where like you can own a semi-custom built on an acre of land for less than 500,000. I'm like, yeah, if you're like in the swamp of Red River, that's about it.
I think it all just goes back to not even transparency, but lifestyle, right? Most people move to a certain area for affordability and also employment. And what do? Like, Forney is an up and coming city, and by up and coming, like it means it's still developing, right? But there's still a need for people to be in that area, whether it's affordable housing or let's say their work is 20 minutes away. There's people moving there for a reason, right? So as far as bait and switch, the consumers are smart, right? They can Google it and find out, look at the Google Maps, like, dang, dude, it's as far as heck, right? So there's no way you could trick them. It's just more of leading them down the right path and just asking them the right questions. Like, okay, what do you like to do? What do you do on your leisure time? Where do you work? How far do you drive to work now? How far are you willing to drive? Are you willing to drive an extra 15 minutes to save yourself $300-$400 on the monthly payment? Right. So it just comes down to figuring out solutions to their problems and guiding them the right way. Like, we can't trick anybody, right? And people are smart, like especially with technology out these days, people can find things out quickly. So how do you get in front of that? Number one, you don't lie.
Right.
Number two, you do things with integrity. And number three, you empower your client with the information to make the decision themselves. I'm not making the decision. I'm just throwing things at you that I think could work. But ultimately, they're the ones that's signing on the dotted line. They're paying the mortgage. So how do I go about that? It's just treat them with respect and get their problem solved. Right. So
I like that.
Yeah.
And then you speak about technology, and something I kind of do both sides. And being somebody who relocated with a young family, I know that's a daunting task. And a lot of times clients are asking, like, hey, I'm about to jump and I'm hoping I can stick the landing. I like to blend the online and offline. I'm curious to know if you do anything differently here, especially when it's like a virtual consult. A lot of times I'll pull up Google Maps. I'll do exactly what you're saying, and I'll just walk them through the exercise. It's common sense, not common practice. And I'll be like, okay, where are you going to be living? And where do you imagine you'll be spending time with your kids, right? Are you a diehard Cowboys fan? Are you going to get season tickets? Whatever it might be. Well, then maybe you might not move to Salina because you're going to drive 2 hours every Sunday to go to the game, right? But nonetheless, I'll literally pull up maps with them on a shared screen, and I'll just punch in GPS and be like, okay, if you live here and you want to go here, that's a 20-minute drive. If you live here and want to go here, it's a 40-minute drive. Is that a non-negotiable? Okay, let's tighten up our search criteria. Then when they come down here, which I strongly advise normally, even though I think in 2025 I was 6 for 6. Perfect record, stuck every landing, of clients that bought or rented blind, where they're just like, Jawad, we trust you. We did video tours. I kind of did my due diligence. I did the same exercise, and they either signed the lease or bought the property without even seeing it, which I was humbled by and I was grateful for. But when they do make the encouraged decision of coming down and at least scoping it out, I literally tell them, like, go to the grocery store, go to the local bank, go to the coffee shop that you're going to stop by on your way to work every day. So if you're between, I'm going to pick on suburbs that I've had a lot of people move to, Frisco, Carrollton, and Saxe, right? Spend one day in each one of those markets and just do your normal stuff with your family and see how it feels. Do you do anything differently, especially when clients are looking at some of these more emerging markets like New Hope and McKinney and all that?
Well, no, I kind of take it to the same steps as you. I always encourage, because I helped 3 people relocate last year, but then Q3 and Q4, and I always encourage them, hey, when are you going to come down here? Right? I'll send you the stuff, listen to your parameters. I'll send you the stuff, but then I'm like, hey, next question, when are you going to get down here? Right? And most of them are very appreciative, and they do get down here because I'm like, hey, you need to see the different pockets of the area. You need to see for yourself. Do you want to be here, right? Because we can go through Google Maps, we can do all that stuff, but there's nothing like being there in person. So I have them come out, have the itinerary listed for them. We go through our stuff, and then have them go about their way. We talk about it later, let them, talk about it, because this is a big decision. You can't make it in one day or a week. So they're going to talk about it afterwards. And then once they kind of figure out, hey, where they want to go, that's when we focus more of the attention on that area if they haven't found something from their first tour already.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now,
what's up?
A very smooth transition of gears because we're part of the We Partners network.
Yep.
And the cornerstone of We Partners is Engvest.
Yep.
So Calvin and Daniel, our fearless leaders here, and they have a heavy hand in the commercial side of things. So I want to do a little bit of a small business shout out to uplift our local community. What are your top 3 spots to take your clients to? If they're fresh in town, maybe a family spot, a coffee shop, where are your top 3 where, hey, we can meet here, here, or here?
Yeah.
Where do you take them?
Dude. So it's kind of embarrassing to say because I've been here for this long, but Hutchins Barbecue. I have never been there in my life. I'm not a big barbecue fan, believe it or not, but I had Hutchins for the first time this past Saturday, and dude, I was blown away. So I'm definitely taking people to Hutchins.
Okay.
Number 2, dang, man, this is kind of hard, bro. Where would I take them? Yeah.
If I say, Brandon, I'm in Dallas for a day. Let's meet for coffee. Go.
I'm so basic, dude. It's Starbucks, bro.
Hey, I'm from Seattle. I'm not mad about it. Hey.
It's Starbucks just because it's easier, man.
It is convenient. I'll give you that.
If they want some other good food, I'll take them down to Garland for some Asian restaurants from for some pho or some Vietnamese Chinese food.
That's what I'm talking about. I want the real, authentic Dallas recommendation.
Yeah.
Hutchins Barbecue, pho out in Garland.
Yeah.
Okay. What's another best kept secret? Which, by the way, while he's thinking about that, coffee shop for our fellow agents every Friday morning. Local good coffee down the street here on Legacy near Chase Oaks Church. We meet up 8:30 mastermind. Come through, drop in, talk about what's going well in your business. Network with great professionals. So had to sprinkle that in.
This man is solid. This man is dope, bro.
I try, man. I try. Don't dodge the question.
Yeah, I know. For the last spot, man. OMG Tacos. They have a franchise brand down here. The OMG Tacos is really good. They also opened a Simply Pho house in Salina, so shout out to them.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's the local recommendation. For me, I'll give my shout outs. I'm a sucker for a smash burger. 8-bit bites, hamburgattis. You can go real classic with I think the first ones that did a halal smash burger was Wolf Burger and then Olive Burger. So I'll usually take my clients, especially if they got kids, we're hitting up a burger joint off top. Coffee shop, shout out to Arwa, Yemeni coffee and tea. There's one in Richardson in the Arabian Village. There's one in Frisco. And then I can't forget, hands down, my favorite place to eat. If you say, Jawad, you have your last supper in Dallas, Yerby's Barbecue. Right here on Alma and Parker. I think I got that right. So, yeah.
Barbecue's a thing down here, man.
Yeah,
Barbecue's big.
Yeah. So, anyway, on that note, I know we talk about a bit of residential, a little bit of commercial, being able to uplift business here. I think the coolest thing, and maybe we can end our inaugural live stream on this. Where are you seeing this shift? Because when I moved here, again, being a novice, I started watching migration patterns, and I think, Anel, you tell me, because you were here, you were receiving us as the transplants and migrants. I saw a pattern of Northeast, like New Jersey and New York, come down probably pre-2016. Then like anybody who moved here from 26 to 2020, it was a very heavy Midwest migration.
Yeah.
And then during COVID, it was all just West Coast,
Yeah.
Seattle and Cali.
Yep.
That's changed a bit. I've seen the data, but before I give my data-based pattern that I've noticed, what are you noticing? Does that sound about right? And where are you seeing most of your clients that are coming in, whether it's a residential or commercial side? Where are they coming from?
So Seattle was actually one of the most recent ones. Okay. Mississippi, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. So those are most of my folks are coming from. Yeah, I haven't got any Californians yet.
DC, we missed the train on that. DC is an interesting one, and I've seen actually a two-way migration. I know a couple of friends that moved to DC because there's a lot of money in DC, right? So especially if you work a government job. So it's like, and that's where I was going to kind of end this, is something that I'm looking out for this year is to notice not just where the people and families are moving from, but I think there's a correlation to where the health of our local economy in Dallas is going. I've noticed a pattern of Minnesotans, people from Colorado, Denver, even in Georgia. And the reason that surprises me is because Minnesota, I can understand, especially when it's negative 20 degrees on a warm day. But Colorado has a strong economy. Georgia has a strong economy. those are usually destinations where people are saying, hey, I'm going to, at least when I was moving here, I had friends and family that were saying, we're going to move to Florida or Georgia or Colorado.
Yeah.
But now to see them coming to Texas, I think is a testament for what's to come. I think this year we're looking at Goldman Sachs opening their second headquarters, Universal opening up in Frisco, New York Stock Exchange opening up, NASDAQ opening up. Am I missing anything? Oh, the World Cup.
World Cup, yeah.
Like,
how can we miss that? Yeah.
I mean, so is there anything else that you're seeing that you're looking forward to in 2026?
I'm looking forward to it all, man. Like, I think Texas has like what, the third largest economy, if I have that correctly. If it's just Texas itself, don't quote me on that. I just know we're pretty big. Yeehaw.
Everything's bigger.
But I'm looking forward to all of it, man. Like, with these big changes come big responsibilities too. So how do we stay in front of it? How do we help the community back? How do we help as much people as possible? Whether it's corporations, businesses, mom and pop shops, people, families, whatever. How can we spread our knowledge and expertise to take care of people and not let them get taken advantage of? Because I think that is the one stigma of real estate, and I hate this compliment that I hear a lot. It's like, oh man, you're a realtor. You're actually one of the good ones. You actually care. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, and it makes me sad to hear that. I'm happy that they put me in that, that regards, but also it's sad to hear that the folks who were in the industry before were taking advantage of people. Like, I'm helping someone out right now too on their last transaction. I'm looking at helping to sell. I'm like, why did you pay that much for it? Like what happened there? So it's things like that, man. How, because people are going to come here no matter what. How do I take care of those people coming in, and how do I take care of the people who are already here? And better yet, how do I take care of my family, and my teammates, my agents as well? It's a big community that we're building here. If you haven't seen this from the social media we've been posting, leadership from Daniel Ng, Paul Roberts, everyone at the We Partners Association, like, it's a movement we're doing. It's not just a podcast. Like, we're ready to take over, but in a good way, ethical way. What about you, man?
That's what it means to be a breadwinner. I think we're going to drop the mic on that.
Cool.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, man.
We're going to keep coming in live. Stay tuned. We're